dropped that 2 edges who are now our former Pro Bowlers are now available on the market according to their respective teams, and rumors are starting to fly around everywhere that the Chicago Bears could be shopping for another Pro Bowl edge rusher, which honestly, super excited about if that is the case, guys, because if we get someone to pair with Montez Sweat with after already seeing what Austin Booker, DeMarcus Walker, and this defensive line is doing, things are going to be going in a very solid direction. And after Ryan Poles opened up DJ Moore's contract in order to become salary cap versus a part of him, so the Bears could be pretty darn busy, and they could be bringing someone in order to enhance that defensive line. But hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. I'm excited to go into both Hasson Redrick, who went to the New York Jets this past year after playing with the Philadelphia Eagles for a while, he was traded to the Jets back in March, is now demanding a trade from the Jets. He wants to go elsewhere. He's not happy about his contract situation, and that's a good thing for the Chicago Bears. Not only that, we have Matthew Judon from the New England Patriots, who is also not happy about his contract situation. The 31-year-old four-time Pro Bowler is looking for an extension, has been looking for an extension, and the Patriots just haven't granted him that yet. So, guys, make sure you throw your thoughts in the comment section right now in order to see who you guys want the Bears to bring in. I'm going to break down a little bit about each player, the trades that I would do, what would happen, and how each would impact the team. But also, before we begin today's show, super excited to announce to you guys that we still have our jersey giveaway going on right now. To enter, make sure to like this video right now, subscribe to the channel, and comment in the live chat. Or if you're watching after the live stream, make sure to go into the comment section below and comment bear down. So really excited about what's next, guys. And again, throughout the show, make sure to throw your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll throw them up on the screen, but I'm going to break down both of these players today and what they could bring to the Chicago Bears if we were to get either of them. So let's just start off with what exactly is going on with these edges and why are these edges on the market? So to start things off, I kind of hit on it. The Hasson Reddick information went out today. The information went out today. And what happened is that they're just not happy with their contract situations. They see guys like Montez Sweat getting paid. They see other guys getting paid. Michael Parsons is about to get paid. So a lot of things are going on right now. So why are these guys on the market? Starting with Hasson Redrick. He was traded to the Jets earlier this offseason from the Eagles for a 2026 conditional third-round pick, showing that he was a big plan, a part of this team. He's only 29 years old, so he still has a lot of gas left in the tank. And he only has a $6.9 million cap hit this upcoming year. But he wants to get paid, and he absolutely deserves that because of the fact that he has been one of the better edge rushers in the NFL over the last couple of seasons. He's a two-time Pro Bowler back-to-back the last couple of seasons, and he is getting older, and he wants to get paid. He hasn't been paid yet. He's been an impact on every single team that he's gone to, so I really like the opportunity here. And then you have Matthew Judon, who has been a beast for the Patriots the last couple of years. In 2023, had that 15.5 sack season. He got hurt last year. He's been trying to get a contract for the last couple of years. He believes he should have gotten it. He didn't get it at the time, so now he thinks that the Patriots kind of, screwed him over practically. And that wouldn't sit well with me either. I mean, like, you play your career out to get the big dollars. That's what you've been working your whole life for. And apparently the Patriots aren't even talking to him right now. So he's very bothered, very annoyed right now. And overall, just not a good situation for the Patriots to be in. I would be annoyed if I were him too. And also, he is 31 years old. He's a four-time Pro Bowler. He wants to get one more contract before he leaves the league. So either way, to make that happen, the Bears are going to have to probably give up a decent amount. I mean, at least a third-round pick to the Jets. I already have a third-round pick for the Patriots. And then maybe even a player. And I already have that player in mind. You guys might have seen him in the thumbnail. But Khalil Herbert could be a trade target. So in order to just kind of go through that, why trade Khalil Herbert? We have a super packed running back room right now. There's no doubt about that. Also, on top of that, he's one of the league's better running backs. He's a dual threat. He averages 4.9 yards per carry rushing the ball and 6.8 yards per carry receiving the ball during his NFL career. So Herbert could be a big trade target in either one of these trades. I mean, like, yeah, we only lose $1 million in cap if we lose Herbert, but at the end of the day, his speed and vision is pretty darn unmatched. And the big thing is that he is on his rookie contract. So Herbert is definitely an attractive trade target. I actually have another trade video going out tomorrow with the Chicago Bears, trading Herbert elsewhere to get a center, but I could see Herbert being a part of these trades too. He has over 2,000 total yards. He's been a running back too most of his career, and he's having a huge impact. So, you know, you put Herbert in that trade, teams are going to come calling. Both also the Jets and the Patriots could use some running back help. I mean, the Jets probably not as much. They have Bryce Hall, but the Patriots definitely need that help, and they don't want to pay, obviously, Judon. He can come here, get paid. We have the DJ Moore cap money right now. So overall, we have DeAndre Swift for the next 3 years. We have Rashawn Johnson the next 3 years. Ian Wheeler came out of nowhere. We're trying Bayless Jones Jr. Just overall, there's a lot happening here that the Bears can do something with. And Herbert is obviously the number one trade target. That 1 year left on a rookie contract for a running back, what he offers is huge. And he's going to want to get paid too. And the Patriots or the Jets could keep him, pay him, whatever. I mean, he's younger than both these guys. So things just work out in the positive direction. So that's why, you know, in my personal opinion, I could see the Bears including Khalil Herbert in this trade. Not only that, both of them fit in our system. It would be, I mean, absolute perfect, especially Matthew Judon, which I'm seeing in the comments right now. I want to make sure that we throw that up there. And just to give him a little bit more clarity, Hasson Redrick is being told he can't be traded, but guys, money talks. I mean, anything's for sale if you think about it. Like, you know, any trade is available. You know, I could sell you this hat right now with shout out to Tally Brand Company. Like, you guys could buy this off the street for, you know, money from me. Like, anything is possible. So when GMs say that they're not trading anything, that's just to see what kind of gauged interest they could get. So he's definitely on the market, and the Jets would definitely be willing to, you know, trade him to the Chicago Bears for the right price. It's just, it is what it is. So let's kind of go through what you guys are seeing. We got a lot of Bears down already in the chat. So what's going on, guys? Great to see you in the chat right now before we get into a little bit more, but we got a lot of bear downs. Make sure to keep throwing that in there. And if you haven't thrown a bear down already, the reason why people are is if you're new to the chat right now, make sure that to enter our jersey giveaway, to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and throw a bear down in the live chat or in the comment section below. Want to make sure that everyone gets in on that. But yeah, guys, I mean, like right now, they both fit the system super well for the Chicago Bears. And I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are like, hey, like, you playing with me? Matthew Judon would be a perfect fit. Hasson Redrick, more of a 3-4 linebacker. But I mean, like, he's got the skill. He can play in this type of defense. And he played with Eric Washington in Carolina for 1 year, by the way. So keep that in mind too, guys, when I go a little bit more into each player. Let's keep going. We got a couple Bears down. So keep that up, guys. But let's go into a little bit more into, we already talked about trading Herbert. Now let's go into Matthew Judon. So the guy that fits this defense absolutely perfectly for the Chicago Bears right now is, if we trade for him, I think that'd be absolutely massive. And I would be super happy about it because 31-year-old, 8-year pro, 4-time Pro Bowler right there. Great resume. Also, he fits the system super well right now. Another great thing to have on top of it too. He's in the last year of his contract. So if we did want to 1 year rental him, fine. I mean, like, he's just mad at the Patriots. If the Bears 1 year rentaled him, he'd be like, all right, yeah, whatever. Like, sucks. But at least the Patriots, who are supposed to be paying him, who he's played for a couple of years, aren't paying him. I'm not saying that's the exact situation, but at the same time, like, I would take him. But also on top of it, he is coming off an injury, a pretty serious one too. He didn't play really at all last year. He missed 13 games. He's on the wrong side of 30, but he feels like he still is worth what he got from his 2023 season or 2022 season. Played in 17 games, 60 total tackles, 36 solo, 14 tackles for loss, 28 quarterback hits, 15 and a half sacks. So that was before he got hurt. That was back in 2022, which he was asking for a contract back then. So just keep that in mind. He's been asking for a contract for a minute. So he's probably pretty annoyed at the fact that he hasn't gotten paid, and he wants to, and he fits perfectly into our defense too. So I really like what they would bring to the table. I like what he does. He's a big guy, stands above 6'3", 250 pounds. He's fast off the edge. I mean, him and Montez Sweat would be such a great pairing for Eric Washington in this defense. And what the reason why I would love him too on the Bears is that he's a good run stopper too. And having one of the number one run defenses in the NFL was obviously big last year, but also his mentorship. So you already have Sweat mentoring Austin Booker. You have DeMarcus Walker as well. And then you bring Judon in, and then you have another mentor, but you have one of the league's best. I mean, Montez Sweat is one of the league's best, but you have a guy that is a 4-time Pro Bowler. Half of his career, he's been to the Pro Bowl. So you tell me that he can't bring that to Austin Booker and make him even better, which Austin Booker's doing a great job, by the way. But I would love to see him continuously mentor the younger guys. And I think it'd be, I mean, like a 1-year rental, why not? I absolutely love the idea of bringing him in because he fits his defense so well. Also trading Herbert with him. It fills in a need for the Patriots. So I'm going to go into the trades in a little bit because it's the exact same trade for each player because they're both very, very familiar. Now, like Hasson Redrick, I mean, here's the thing about him is he's a good player. I like him a lot. I think that he is very underappreciated. He's been honestly one of the better edges in the league in the last couple of years. I mean, no denial about that at all either. Like he's been pretty darn good the last couple of years in the NFL. I'm shocked that he's only a 2-time Pro Bowler because his first couple of years before he was a Pro Bowler, he was a fantastic player. I mean, he is a fantastic player now, but he has been more consistent than most edges in this league. And I really like what he brings to the table, strictly because of the fact that, like, hey, every team needs that. He's been consistent throughout his career. He's still young too. He's only 29 years old. So going into him a little bit more, I realized I spelled his name wrong in the title, so I was just fixing that real quick. But Hasson Reddick, guys, let's go into him a little bit just so you guys have a better understanding about what exactly he brings to the table. He's got 4 double-digit sack seasons, all back-to-back. 2-time Pro Bowler back-to-back, both with the Eagles. So he's a solid player. He brings a lot to the table. He's 2 years younger than Judon, so like, you know, bring up the time, like kind of works out a little bit because of the timing. Like, yeah, 2 more Pro Bowls than him, 2 years younger, so I guess he can make up for time in that. He's a 7-time veteran, back-to-back Pro Bowl seasons the last couple of years. Last year for the Eagles before getting traded to the Jets, 17 games with 38 total tackles, 29 of them being solo, 13 tackles for loss, 23 quarterback hits, and 11 sacks. So he gets in the backfield. He knows how to get quarterback pressure. That's a big need for the Chicago Bears, but he's done it for the last 4 seasons in a row. 4 years ago, 12.5, 11 3 years ago, 12.5 2 years ago, 11 this past year again. So he's getting those numbers that you need in order to be a legitimate edge rusher in this league. And he brings it all to the table. The consistent quarterback pressure, that is what he'd be coming in to do. Be coming in to do his job. And that's obviously a big, big thing for this team. We don't know exactly what's going to happen at the moment, but I like the chances of it happening because he could get traded, even though his GM is saying, we're not trading him. There's no way, like, he's staying with the Jets. There is no guaranteed money I would send him, you know, we can get into the video. We can get into it in a minute, what I'm going to trade for, because I think that there's a lot of legitimate trades that are out there that could be really good for this team. So before I do get into these trades for you guys, which I want to do one more time for you guys, because we just had another 40 people call in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and put Bear down in the comment section right now if you haven't already, whether it's a live stream in the comment section, to enter to win a custom Bears jersey of your choice when we announce this upcoming Friday. And just to start things off, today's sponsor is Authentico Tequila, 100% organic tequila from Mexico, made in Guadalajara. It is a startup that is based out of Chicago, so you're supporting a local Chicago startup. You like tequila, you like no additives, you like organic, bam, this is it for you. Go to the link in the description now in order to find Authentico near you and try it today. So let's go. And also, please like and subscribe to the channel. All right. So let's go into exactly the trade that I would do for this team. So it's the same for both. There's no difference. I think that it's fair for both parties. The Bears are going to have to give up a little bit, though, guys. And I want to hear your thoughts before I get into this, before I get into my breakdown. I want to hear what you guys would trade for either of these players. Just keep in mind, they do have to get paid. On top of it, we do have a lot of draft capital. These teams are both rebuild, the Jets got rid of a third. The Patriots are rebuilding, so they're going to want some draft capital out of it. So I want to hear what you guys have to say in the live chat right now, and I'll throw them up on the screen in a little bit. But I truly appreciate when you guys do that. Seriously, it makes my day when I get to talk to you guys and see what you guys are thinking too. But for me, my trade, I'm trading Khalil Herbert in a 25 third. Now, let me break it down for you guys a little bit why. Khalil Herbert is in the last year of his rookie contract. He's only about to make $1 million. If it wasn't for, having different players in front of him and injuries, he would be arguably one of the best running backs in the NFL right now. He's a dual threat out of the backfield, has over 2,000 total yards in the NFL. He has 10 total touchdowns, 8 rushing, 2 receiving, but a 4.9 yard per carry average and a 6.8 yard per catch average. So this guy turns it upfield. He's fast, great vision, good at bulldozing over defenders. The one thing about him, though, is that he can't block that well. So that's why he doesn't get a lot of the recognition. The Bears also have DeAndre Swift at running back 1. They're going to have to pay Herbert next year, so why not get something for him while he's on the roster right now? You have Rashawn Johnson for 3 more years. You have, Ian Wheeler showing up out of nowhere. I mean, that guy's averaging over 8 yards a carry right now in the preseason with 2 touchdowns, and he did it both in the fourth quarter against the Bills. Pretty darn impressive. You got Velus Jones Jr. moving over there. You might be keeping Travis Homer for his special team. So there's a lot of things going on, and it's not that Herbert can't do it a lot. I love Khalil Herbert. I think he's a great player. But he could be a part of this trade in order to go out and get an edge that we truly need to solidify this defensive line. And both of these guys you could re-sign for 2-year contracts. Just pay them what they want. I would honestly sign Reddick to a 3-year contract because he's a little bit younger. But overall, I would trade Herbert because you get something for him without letting him walk in free agency. And then on top of it, you give the Jets back their third that they lost for trading for him. And then the Patriots also get a key rebuilding round because this is a pretty deep draft this year, but in regards to the defense, and that's what the Patriots are going to need. So Judon is not going to be part of their long-term plan. You get a 3rd-round pick. Maybe you trade up a little bit. Maybe you get an edge in the 3rd. I mean, we got Austin Booker in the 5th, guys. There's gems everywhere. So that is who I would trade for. I see I got 20 comments right now. So let's go over to the comment section and see what you guys are thinking right now. Let's see. We need offensive line depth. Okay. Bear down. Okay. Absolutely. Let's see what trade them Nate Davis. Nick, I sure wish. I really do wish that we could trade Nate Davis in this situation, but he's making too much money and also his trade value is pretty darn low. That would be funny though. That would be funny. So from Angel Gomez, we got Reddick for a 3rd-round pick would be sweet. So straight up 3rd, not getting rid of Khalil Herbert or anybody like that. I could see this happening just to regain what they lost back. But the Bears, I think, are going to be better than the Eagles, in my personal opinion, this year. The Jets are going to be worse than the Bears. So their pick to the Eagles is going to be worth more. But I would love it. I would love it if it was just a straight up 3rd overall pick. We have the money for either. I'm not saying we don't have the money, guys. I'm just putting it out there that they might want a little bit more. We also need to make roster cuts. We can't have too packed of a roster. That's why I put Herbert in there. But I don't mind this trade at all. Blue Angel, don't trade anyone for them. Save for the trade line again and then extend Keenan now. Okay, so here's a question for you, Blue Dragon Goonies. What would you trade then draft pick wise to get either of these players? Let's hear it. Rob is saying we need that 3rd-round pick for next year because that's when the top centers go off the board. Rob, I love this idea, but I think that there's not a lot of centers to have next year. I mean, that's the thing is that there's not a lot of center. This was the center draft, if any. We should have gotten a center. That was my personal opinion with Ryan Poole. Next year's the big edge draft. But yes, there's a lot of things going on there. Going into Ron, let's see what Ron had to say right over here. Sorry, Ron, just had it. Do we know how much Reddick wants to get paid? The Bears aren't ready to pay it. He'll just demand another trade. That is true. So Reddick is looking for $20 million per season. He knows that he is not going to get the top edge money because Montez Sweat is making 24. But I mean, he's going to want $20 million, which I mean, any of us would love $20 million. So that's that is something to consider for next year. But we did open up a lot of cap with DJ Moore. Poles just seems to be really good with the books too. But that's the market value for Reddick right now. We don't know exactly where he sits, where he might ask for 25. And he absolutely deserves it too. I mean, he's been on a rampage right now. So Joseph R. Herbert cannot block to save his life, let alone Caleb Williams. Trade him. Okay, so you're putting Herbert in there. It sounds like straight up for Herbert, that could happen too. I mean, the Bears are chewing a lot more cap in that regard, and they're saving a bunch from both sides to rebuild for the future. So that could be something. Austin Booker, you can't trade the real. I did some clarification here. Are you saying that you want to trade Austin Booker for either of these players? Because if you are, I respect the trade. I would not do it. I kind of want to see what Ryan he does, but we'll see what ends up happening. Trade nothing for defensive line or defensive end. Do a trade for the offensive line. Video tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Just stay tuned for that, Brian. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. We still got 160 people in here right now. So keep on throwing in those trades that you guys would do for either of these players. Coconut P, I want to get into that in a little bit. But let's see. I would do a fourth with Herbert or no deal. So I did a third trading for Herbert. You're doing a fourth for Herbert or no deal to either of the teams. I think that's a respectful trade, by the way, guys. I mean, like, still a fourth rounder. The Bears are chewing a lot of cap, and we're giving a talented player to either of these teams. So overall, I couldn't agree more with this trade. Also, this just popped into my head. Let's, I'm going to multitask with you guys right now. I'm upgrading the studio. I took some of your guys' advice because I did a new format. I'm upgrading the studio a little bit. And also for live streams later this year, we're going to have a big upgrade. My dad is going to be helping me with that. So let's see if my Amazon packages showed up. Keep throwing in the live chat right now, guys, what you would trade for. Ooh, doesn't look like they're showing up today. Darn it. Okay, anyway. Okay, so Vaughn, let's see what you're saying. If we're still running a 3-4, I would love to have Reddick. He's 6'1". A 3-4 needs to be no shorter than 6'3". Fair enough. Okay, but what would you trade for either of these players? Let's hear what you have to say. Bob Cleveland, yes, I agree. We do need offensive line. Again, guys, tomorrow's video is dropping. Stay tuned for that. Seriously, you guys are going to like that one a lot. Let's keep going. Let's trade Velus Jones Jr. I'm not saying it out loud. You guys have already gotten me that twice if you say that out loud. But Devarius Rex, yes, I think that it is an option too. But his trade value is like a 6th rounder right now. It's hard to say. But overall, so let's keep going. Keep throwing those trade ideas in there, guys. Want to keep going, give everybody a shout out real quick. We got some bear downs in the comment section right now, which is really, really exciting. I love hearing from you guys. What is going on with all my YouTube right now, though? Okay, so we got 182 people in here right now. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. If you're tuning in late, right now we're going over all the trade scenarios, but I'm going to go over each player again. But if you haven't already, if you please could, to enter for our jersey giveaway that goes down this Friday, make sure to smash that like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment bear down in the live chat right now. But also keep throwing those comments or those trades that you would do in the comment section right now. Love hearing from you guys. But it's an exciting time to be a Bears fan overall. So I want to make sure that you guys get this jersey giveaway. I'm 6 away, I guess, from 17,000 subscribers. So if you guys could help me out, would be super grateful for that. Seriously. Only 7 away. That's freaking crazy. I got a big smile on my face when that happened. But yeah, guys, overall, things are going really well. So let's go into a little bit more about this trade. So it looks like we got a couple more comments coming in right now of trades that you guys would do for either Matthew Judon or Hasson Reddick. Let's see. I want to make sure that you guys are getting these comments in right now. Trade a running back for an offensive lineman. So we can do another trade on a little bit, guys. I am going to be doing live streams more often. I think there are some opportunities to bring people in. Also, I will be traveling this week to Boston, but I'm bringing my mic and camera with me. So I'll be covering Hard Knocks tomorrow night, right after the conclusion of it. Also, any sort of information. Is it crazy considering trading Carolina's 2nd round pick for either of them? Oh, this is tough. Okay, so they're both 1 year left. No, that's too much. Nick, I like the idea. I'm going a little overboard with Herbert in a 3rd, but a 2nd round pick, you get a 4-year rookie contract of a top player. I can't do it. It is a lot. They would have to give something in return, like a 4th round or something like that, just so the Bears get a little draft capital back. But overall, I couldn't do that trade. So appreciate the comment. Absolutely. But yes, we do not have a 4th round pick. We don't. Something to consider going off Nick's comment if we were to trade for a 2nd round pick. Maybe get a lineman off the waivers, Ron. That is an opportunity that we could do. But right now, today, I'm excited about this trade that could happen because why are these guys on the market? Like, let's just go through again why these guys are on the market right now. They both want to get paid. They're both getting paid really low, in my personal opinion, for what value they bring to the table. And both these guys are hell of football players. I mean, they would be our defensive line would go from mid to number one in the league just because of this trade. I mean, like Matthew Judon, again, 15 and a half sacks a couple of years ago. And then Hasson Reddick, with 4 years of double-digit sacks back to back to back to back. I really like what these guys bring to the table, guys. I think that they're a lot of fun to watch. I think that this team could be really good. Overall, the Bears need to make a move of some sort or at least make an offer on either of these players. I know that Hassan is not technically available according to GM, but money talks, guys. We all know that. Let's see what else we got. A 5th round pick, Velus Jones, and Khalil Herbert. Okay, so you're saving yourself and going in the 3rd. I like this trade, Jason. I think that's a good trade because you're getting rid of Velus, who is also on the last year of his contract. You get rid of Khalil Herbert, who's on the last year of his contract, and you're only giving up a 5th rounder. That is not a bad trade, actually. Jason, that is my new favorite trade for either of these players because you're giving them 2 players that could be, booms if they not bust. I mean, you're getting one that is a boom in Khalil Herbert. Velus Jones could be a boom or bust, but a big boom if it happens. And you only get rid of a 5th, so you're still keeping your 3rd next year. I like this trade a lot, Jason. That's a really, really good one. So Jets won't let him go, sadly. Bear down. Again, money talks, guys. He doesn't sound happy. If he holds out, so what? I mean, he's going to get fined. There's lawyers involved. He can get his money back. Like, the NFL is going to make it work. So let's see what ends up happening. I like where things are going right now with this team. But Yannick had it. And yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, like, guys, here's the thing is that I want to see this team just improve and be the best that it can be. And with a defensive line like that, you get either of the guys, a double-digit sack guy, Montez Sweat, and then whoever you have on other sides. Then you have Javon Dexter Sr. and Andrew Billings in the middle. Then your rotation is DeMarcus Walker, Austin Booker, Zach Pickens, and Dominique Robinson. I mean, that's a mean rotation. You have people go down. You have someone behind them now, still on both sides. They're not going to help the interior out as much. But it's just big for this team because of the fact that, things happen. Guys get hurt all the time. And I like depth. And that's what takes championships to win. So if you go out and get a Pro Bowl type guy, you bring him in, a guaranteed thing, you have the money to pay him next year, things are going to work out really well for the Chicago Bears. And I want to continue to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section right now. But things are going super well for this team. I mean, like, it's exciting that the Bears could be involved in these conversations. Poles even said himself that the Bears are not done rebuilding this roster. We'd be crazy to see like something in Hard Knocks happen where they talk about this. And you see Poles, if let's say it happens in the next 24 hours, let's just say that. And like they actually have the footage of Poles making that call and everything happening, goes out tomorrow night. Like, how exciting would that be? So pretty excited about that. Let's see what we got over here. We got Ron S calling in. So also, guys, in the comments right now, say where you're calling in from. Love hearing from where you guys are calling in from on top of the bear down. Poll seems desperate to show that he hasn't been wrong about Jones. I'd be surprised if he went anywhere. Yeah, talking about Velus Jones Jr., yes, Ron. That's his first wide receiver drafted. He's going to want to make things right. I mean, he does have a lot of different qualities. Like, he can do a lot of things on this roster, which is crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see the Bears getting rid of him. It's the last year of his contract. He works out. He does. Doesn't work out. He walks. We lose $1 million. We get $1 million back. Not a big deal. All right. So Chad, you would love to see the Bears get Hasson Reddick. I would too. I think it'd be really big for this team. It'd be a lot of fun to watch. We got Christopher Walton. Reddick is going to want a huge contract if traded. Well, here's the thing, though, is this is what I'm saying, is that like maybe Ryan Poles saw this coming. Maybe he had some insight because of the fact that we freed up $16 million this year with DJ Moore's contract going to a signing bonus. I'm just putting it out there. Like, the Bears can pay somebody, and we had $6 million left over. So the Bears had like $22 million left. We still have money to pay people to come to this roster. I mean, like, the offensive lines are pressing a lot more than we thought. Not saying they're the best, but they're better than we thought. The bar was also super low. But if he wants big money, I mean, he's 29 years old, 4 years in a row of double-digit sacks, 4 years in a row of 22-plus quarterback hits. He does his job. He does his job. And, you know, you give him a 3-year contract. He's 32 when it's over. You have him with Sweat for the next 3 years. You have him with Booker the next 3 years. You got him with Walker the next 2 years. You have an insane defensive edge room. So we'll see what ends up happening. But he is going to want, both of them are going to want big contracts no matter where they come. I would want Reddick then because he's 2 years younger than Judon. But we got Jeff calling in from Denver, Colorado. Jeff, hope you had safe travels back. I'm sorry we couldn't get together for a beer while you were here. I mean, literally, I live 5 minutes from O'Hare Airport. So really sorry we couldn't get a beer. Last week was just absolutely crazy because I am traveling this week. But I've decided to bring all my gear with me. So I'll be doing live streams all week. By the way, guys, I love live streams. I love interacting with you guys. I appreciate your guys' support. It's helping the channel grow, and we're about to hit 17,000 subscribers. So I'm super excited about it. We got Madison, Wisconsin in the house. Also, Jake, thank you for your service. I really appreciate it, man. We got Melissa, Texas in the house. Bears fans are just everywhere, guys. Why aren't we talking about trading for a great card? Brandon, tomorrow's video, I do hit on that. Drops at 10:30 Central Time tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Are these just hot rumors, or did someone confirm that the Bears are active in trade discussions? They're just hot rumors right now, to be totally transparent with you. But it's exciting because the Bears could be involved in it. Ryan Poles has said multiple times he is looking to improve any sort of position. You have 2 Pro Bowl edge rushers on the market right now, so things are looking really good. I really want Karan O to play. I'll get into that in a little bit. Make sure you hit that like button. Yes, absolutely. Are these rumors or is this actual talk? This is all rumors right now, guys. Like, this is rumors that just dropped. So that's why in the caption I put rumors in a question mark. So just want to make sure you guys know that these are just rumors right now, but excited about it. What's up, Mike? Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. We got Iowa City in the house. Home of the punter god. Absolutely. Love it. We got Vancouver, Washington in the house right now. But guys, I mean, like, this is just an exciting time to be a Bears fan. Really excited for what's next for this team. I mean, there's so many good things happening and, you know, so many good things happening. Like, this is just the time to be a Bears fan. I mean, this team is going in the right direction. We have practice all week. We have the Cincinnati Bengals on Saturday, which if you are going to that game, please let me know. I am going to that game with my dad, at least for half, because I want to be back in time to be able to do a live stream for those who couldn't make it. But it has been confirmed that the Bengals might not be putting their starters out there this Saturday, which sucks. I hope the Bears still go with theirs like the Texans did. No, the Texans didn't play their starters either. But I just hope the Bears play their starters, guys, on Saturday, because I would freaking hate it if I go all the way to Soldier Field. And nothing against Bajent Media, but I want to see Caleb. If you guys are going, please let me know. Also, shout out to my man Kale over here. Bear Down from Nashville. I love Nashville. Bear Down, Santana. All right, Ron, we got a little bit of question from you. I don't want to know. Want to know the full story with the Jets and Reddick before chasing the guy. If it's the Jets being the Jets, then fine. If Reddick's being a diva, then no thanks. It sounds like he is being a little bit of a diva. To be fully transparent with you. I mean, like, he just has it. He wants to get paid. And the Jets just they don't have the money. That's just it. Like, the Jets don't have the money to pay him right now. He probably just wants that locked in. But let's see what else we got. Is this Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? We got LA calling in right now. And then we got Jeffrey Jackson. Nick, quick thoughts on the linebackers since so many are playing well. Yeah, let's go into your guys' overall thoughts. We got 160 people in here right now, so thank you. Just let me know your thoughts about anything. I'll answer them. I'll stay on for, about 15, 20 more minutes for you guys. But Mike, the linebacker. So Carl Jones is coming on the show. Fun fact, guys, dropping that in here right now. Was DMing him on Twitter. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm down to come on the show. So I don't know when he's coming on. He could come on today. I don't know. He hasn't gotten back to me yet. But he isn't interested in coming on the show, so excited about that. But the linebackers are playing super well. You have your locks in Sanborn. You have your linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards. So that's a lock right there. But at the end of the day, too, like, you do have Noah Sewell, who you drafted on a rookie contract. Got Carl Jones playing really well. Baskerville's playing really well, who's a practice squad guy last year. So, yeah, I mean, like, hey, I don't know. Someone's going to get cut. I don't think it'll be Baskerville. I think Sewell might be the shocking cut that we have this year. He just can't stay healthy as much as I want him to do well. Let's see what we got. So that's my thoughts right there. Jason, is this like breaking news right now? Did Judon get his contract? Or is that just your overall thoughts. I haven't seen anything yet. The Jets should trade Judon without reworking his contract so he can hold out. That'd be funny. No, that's just trade rumors. Okay, so let's see what else we got. We got wow, we got Bolivia in here. Nice to see you guys. But yeah, let's go through everything again real quick, guys. Just keep throwing your thoughts and comments in the live chat right now. I'll make sure to throw them up on the screen. But why are these guys on the market? They both want to get paid. They're both in the prime of their career, coming off double-digit sack seasons, and neither team that they play for are talking to them at all about getting paid. So they're demanding. Well, Judon hasn't demanded a trade, but Reddick has demanded a trade. Matthew Judon is 31 years old, 4-time Pro Bowler, really good player, 60+ tackles a couple years ago. Just overall a solid, and he fit perfectly into this defensive scheme right now because that's what they run over in New England. So things would work out super well if they decided to go in the direction with Matthew Judon. He does want to get paid, though. That's the one big thing. He only has a $6.5 million base, but he has a $6.5 million signing bonus. I don't know why he's complaining. I mean, that was a choice. I mean, maybe he went through all his money. I have no idea, but he wants to get paid, and that's obviously a big thing there. So I would love for him to come to Chicago. I think it'd be a great pairing with Montez Sweat. And then you have Hassan, who also is wanting to come to the Chicago Bears. Or not come to the Chicago Bears, want to get traded. I hope he'd like to come to the Chicago Bears. He got traded from the Eagles last year for a 3rd rounder in March, and then bam, he already wants to get out. So, I mean, both players would be great. I would trade Herbert in a 3rd for both of them because you're going to have to pay them. And on top of it, that's just what trade. I mean, for a premier edge like that, you have to trade guys. So it is what it is. Let's go through everything we got right here. So we got Joseph R calling in right now after looking at Riddick. He is the one that we need to get, and then move on to because we need to fix that like we did the defensive line. I hope we fix that offensive line, guys. I'm dropping a video tomorrow talking about a center we can go out and get with the trade with Khalil Herbert. So I hope you guys tune in for that. Really excited about it. And this live is sponsored by, we got Tally Brand Company sponsoring it today. Shout out to them for the gear, also the shirt. But today's show is brought to everybody, Mike, thanks for this, by Authentico Organic Tequila. Oh, wow, what happened here? We got today's show is sponsored by Authentico, 100% organic tequila from Guadalajara, Mexico. The company is based out of Chicago. If you've tried Freshie, it's the same tequila that's in Freshie. It's smooth, it's good, no additives, organic, and it is a USDA approved product. So really good stuff. If you guys haven't already, give it a look. Go to the link in the description right now in order to find Authentico near you. I love this stuff. It's pretty good. Never hung over off it, by the way. Seriously, it's really good stuff. So, Mike, thanks for talking about that. Have you talked about Jalen Hutchins yet? Jalen Hutchins. No, I don't think I have. I was late to the show. Let's go into Jalen Hutchins. Jalen Hutchins. I don't know who Jalen Hutchins is, to be honest with you. Coconut Pete, if you could clarify that and get back to it in a minute. Let's see. Oh, the new defensive lineman that we got. Yeah, I can go into that in a minute if you guys want. Joe Douglas will not trade Reddick. Not happening. Jets hold all the leverage. It's fair. It's a fair point, but you never know if he keeps holding. Again, if the right price comes in, he's not going to say no to it. Too many people to pay. We do have future extensions. Couldn't agree more with this comment, by the way. We do have a lot of people. We got Jaquan Brisker to pay, Kyler Gordon to pay, Jack Sanborn to pay. We already paid Komet, thank God, but we got Tevin to pay, Javon Dexter Sr. in a couple years to pay. It depends on how they structure the contract to make sure things don't overlap. Will Pryor be the starting right guard? He's been looking good so far. Just going to put that out there too. So couldn't agree more. Just looking at me, money man. I love you, Mike. Thanks for tuning in. Great guy. Let's go into a deal for Herbert that makes sense for a 3rd that's steep. The offensive line needs more patching. So tomorrow's video, I'm trading for a center from the AFC. So guys, stay tuned for that. They just picked up. So let's go into the new defensive tackle that the Bears ended up going out and getting yesterday. So what was it? Jalen Hutchinson. I've read a little bit about him. Jalen Hutchins for the Bears. So this guy, undrafted rookie free agent from Houston. He is a big dude. Let's just put that out there. Last year, he totaled 44 total tackles, 7.5 tackles for loss, along with 3.5 sacks, 1 pass breakup in 11 games. It was a career year for him at Texas, or was it Houston, or was it Texas A&M? It was Texas A&M. I hate when people write the wrong stuff. He went undrafted because he tore his meniscus back in December. So this is definitely a low risk, high reward move for the Chicago Bears. I'm really excited about it. I mean, like, he's a big dude. I will say this is that I think he will be a practice squad guy. I mean, like, we're shocking a lot of people with this defensive line, guys. They look really good, solid players across the board. They're fast, they're quick. I love every single one of these guys. I mean, Hardy is someone that I think is going to sneak onto this roster. He's an edge. So if we don't end up trading for an edge, but Jalen Hutchins, he's a big defensive tackle, fits the scheme perfectly, thinks he'd be a really good player for the Chicago Bears team. He kind of reminds me of Andrew Billings a little bit. Coconut Pete. Looks like Andrew Billings. Yeah, I mean, this kid's big. I mean, really, really big kid. I believe he's 6'3", 320 pounds. Is that what I'm reading right now? Let's see. I just want to make sure I get that correct for you guys. I mean, he's a big dude. Let's see his stats. So 6'1", 310 pounds. Big defensive lineman that the Bears brought in. So not bad at all. I mean, like, he's probably going to be a practice squad. Like Baskerville was a practice squad player this year. And then, boom, you bring him in, you let him get a little bit more muscle. You sign him to a $120,000 contract to be on the practice squad, which, by the way, I would be a practice squad player if I got paid $120,000 a year. Just putting that out there. Wow. Some people are saying an Anthony Adams mirror. I could see that. The size, the pack, everything. That could be cool. I would be all about that. So I'm all about it. Let's see it. My guy Brandy calling in after being the rest of the NFL. Let's go for show. The Bears, we might need to work on offensive line, give them a couple more weeks to gel. Don't overpay for another offensive lineman. Couldn't agree more with that. I think that they are starting to tick. So if they do really good against the Bengals, which I'll be there. And if you guys want to see, make sure you stay up to pace on all at Soldier Field footage. I will be at the game on Saturday. Follow me on Twitter, official Jay Shy. I'll be posting every video that I can. I got really good seats, luckily. Shout out to my neighbor Steve for the tickets, and I'm taking my dad. So we're going to be shooting some good clips for you guys. They'll be posted, and then I'll be back in time for the live stream after the game for all those who can't watch. So super excited about that. And I'll be doing live streams all season long now. So excited to bring that to you guys. I'm gonna try live streaming some games for you. If you guys can't get it into your area, it's not going to be on the screen, but I will have a play-by-play up there with audio. So really excited about that. So if you guys haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to tune in for that. Really, I'm just excited for this season. I think you guys are too. So really, really good stuff across the board. I'm excited for it, and I hope you guys are too. Let's see. One more time, I'm going to throw it up on the screen for you guys because I know we just keep getting more and more people. This has been the most fun I've ever had doing this, guys. And we're doing the giveaway right now. So if you're new, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment bear down in the live chat or in the comment section below in order to enter the winner jersey. I am now 5 away from 17,000. Would love to do it on this live stream with you guys right now. My 17,000 subscribers would be insane. And I'm doing a big giveaway week 1 of the season. So if you're subscribed, you automatically enter, but I'm doing it over and over and over again. Let's go. We got Ron S talking highly right now. Okay. It's Monday. Who's drinking? Who's drinking right now? I think Ron is. I'm going to be optimistic for once. While all of our attention on whatever defender becomes available, Poles is still looking to find offensive line talent. It's just the radar. Guys, Ron S made a positive comment. I love it, Ron. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, Poles is never not cooking, guys. I think that there's still going to be some offensive linemen that could cut from teams over the next couple of weeks that Poles has his eye on. So we'll see what happens there. But, I mean, I like what I've been seeing out of this offensive line. Shout out to Matt Pryor, too. No Shane Waldron's offense. He's helped this offensive line tremendously. Let's go into a little bit more. You guys are the best commenting, also helping me out here. I know you did. If you already commented bear down, you don't have to do it again. I'll go through it all. Squeegee, shout out to my man over here. Would be nice to see you hit 17,000 while the stream is going. Guys, seriously, I mean, let's check. Maybe I hit it. Maybe I hit it while we're on this stream. There's 169 people in here. If you guys are all subscribed already, I really appreciate it. Oh, nope. We're still 3 away. We're still 3 away. I don't know if we'll hit it on this exact live stream, guys. But we'll see. That'd be fun. It would be fun to do on the live stream, because if that happens, no, I will not cry. I'm going to cry when I hit 50,000, which hopefully comes soon, because that means that I can do this full time. Shout out to my man, Kale over here. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you, man, for always tuning in. Let's see what we got over here. Wait on an edge. Let's see what we have. Look good so far. Need the money for the season to pick up. Yes, couldn't agree more. So I think our defensive line looks really good anyway, guys. Like, I'm not too worried about it. I think that this defensive line can do a lot of really good things. I'm excited for what has to happen. I mean, if we trade for either of these guys, great. Both of them are Pro Bowler guys, double-digit sack guys, 20-plus quarterback hit guys. They get pressure. They get what the Bears need. It would make this defensive line super duper special. So, I mean, both of them are fast. Judon fits this defense a lot better than Reddick, but at the same time, it could work out in the Bears' favor because of the fact that he is a different type of player. Also, he's fast and he can adjust. He also knows Eric Washington. That's another big thing, is that Eric Washington was once his defensive line coach in Carolina. So the connection is there. He knows what to do and can easily adjust and understand this. Yeah, come on, guys. 17,000 subscribers on this would be absolutely awesome. There's 174 people. I'm sure there's 3 people that aren't subscribed that are just waiting. I appreciate you guys tuning in, though. I know that subscribing to a channel is a big deal. You get the notifications. That's who you're watching. And I appreciate all 16,997 of you guys that do. So seriously, it's a big deal. It's come a long way. I'm super excited about it. I'm also love your guys' feedback, on the new studio layout. I just didn't like it coming from the angle anymore. I kind of wanted to be like I'm talking to you guys and I'm reading the comments at the same side. So your guys' support just doesn't go unnoticed. I mean, I never am not thinking about this show. Just so you guys know, this is my favorite thing in the world to do. And this is what I want to do for a career. So thank you always for tuning in. And yes, Chaz has been here since the absolute beginning. He was one of my first subscribers. So shout out to Chaz Mitchell. I really appreciate it. Let's go into, how about the offensive line? So the offensive line, guys, I think is in a better position. I will say this, is that the offensive line, is very, very, they look really good so far. They are going to be special in the future. So let me just put that out there. They're going to be special in the future. The reason why is you have Tevin Jenkins in place. You have Darnell Wright. You have Braxton Jones. You have 3 centerpieces right there. You go out and get a right guard in the upcoming draft, which is loaded with offensive linemen. And then at center, let's say Ryan Bates or Coleman Shelton works out. They're both in their late 20s. It could work out. I hope this team works out. They do look better. Chris Morgan's a really good offensive line coach. The Bears just need to continue to develop guys and maybe next year use that first round talent on another lineman. They would have to be the best guard, but I wouldn't use it. The Bears have 2 seconds and 1 first next year. So they're going to get a guard at some point in there. Center, I would like to get in free agency maybe, because the centers next year aren't that good. In the draft, at least. But, there's diamonds in the rough. I mean, no one thought Austin Booker was going to be what he is, and he's one of the best edges in the preseason so far. So things are looking up for this offensive line. They have depth, too. They got Matt Pryor, who's doing well. They got Carter. They got Borum. Bates, technically Davis makes that a possibility. Overall, this offensive line, I feel more confident with than last year. I'm not happy with how it started, but I'm happy with how it's going. And also, we asked ourselves the question, hey, our defensive line is either really good because the offensive line is not doing good at practice, or the offensive line is really bad and our defensive line is mediocre. Our defensive line is killing it right now against opponents. So maybe we just have a really good defensive line and our offensive line is better than we expect. Just an idea throwing that out there for you guys. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that there's a good opportunity there that we could actually have a better offensive line than we thought. Also, shout out to all the other people out there. So going to your question, how about an offensive lineman? Going into that tomorrow. I have a trade in place tomorrow and I'm going to go over with you guys. Make sure you're tuned in for that because that video did take a minute to make. Did a lot of research on that one. So let's go. And I agree. We got to protect our quarterback now. Couldn't agree more, but I think that we'll see. Am I the only one looking at the subscriber account waiting to go 17K, like watching the telethon? I'll give you the update right now. All right. Okay. It went from 9.8 to 9.7. So someone unsubscribed. So keep it going, guys. We're about to hit 17,000. That's so crazy that we're doing. There's 174 people. I just need a few more. So don't have to put notifications on. But if you do want to win a Chicago Bears jersey, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment bear down in the live chat if you haven't already. But yeah, I'm giving away a pretty sweet giveaway. So if you subscribe, you automatically enter to get it, and you help me hit 17,000. So pretty exciting time right here, right now. What is the status on Karan Amanjabi? Amanjabi, sorry, not Amanjabi. He has been practicing, which is good. That's another guy. He has been practicing. He can play guard or tackle. He has been practicing, but not in pads. So we might see that in practice tomorrow. They said that he's been week to week. It's been week to week for a couple of weeks now. So this could be the week that he comes back. And I think it'd be good at Soldier Field. I don't want to push it, though, because this kid does have a lot of talent. Before this year, he was projected late first, early second. So we got him in the third. But Hinsdale kid can be really special, and we paid him cheaper than a second or third or first round pick. So I'm excited about it. He could be back this week, so stay tuned for that. The issue isn't the talent of the offensive lines if they can stay healthy. Bam, Ron. Couldn't agree more to that comment right there. We do have a lot of talent on this offensive line. It's the healthiness of it. Get the injury bug out now. Take an ice bath. Get a massage. You'll be fine. Do you have a play? I do. Tomorrow, Mike. I'm excited to drop it tomorrow. Wow, Chaz. Justin Field won MVP. I want Justin to do well in Pittsburgh so we get a 4th round pick. I want him to play so we get a 4th round pick. Just putting that out there. Admit it. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate it. All right, we got another one. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We're almost at 17,000. It could happen. Dion, I don't want to trade Herbert, but his contract is up and he is damn good. And he looks like Barry Sanders, but Barry Sanders couldn't block. I'm not calling him Barry Sanders, but I think that, he is a good trade target. 1 year left on his rookie contract. Throw him in there. We'll see. Let's see. Let's do this now. Oh yeah, baby, bear down. The Packers. Oh, little Peckers. Love it. FBG all day long. Oh my God. Whoa. All caps. Holy cow. Joseph R is heated about the offensive line discussion right now. The Bears need a left tackle that is the best in the league because the quarterback has to have no fear that someone is going to come up behind him and hit him. Must. I don't have a problem with Braxton Jones. I just think that he isn't the best in the league. That's what I want. I want the best of the best in the league. The best quarterbacks have the best left tackles. It just is what it is. So, Joseph, I agree with you. I mean, I'm fine with Braxton Jones. I hope that he becomes the best left tackle in the league, but we'll see what happens. All right, I think we only are at 2 more. Oh, man. I think people are messing right now, though, guys, because it just went back down to 16,995. So I think you guys are messing. So hopefully it happens after the live stream. I don't know if it's going to happen during, but we'll see. But yeah, guy, I mean, overall, I think that this team is in for a really good future. And also shout out to 170 people watching consistently for 30 minutes. You guys are the best. Live streams are coming in more. I'm going to bring up a little bit more. People are trolling right now, 100%. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. Because I want to get some actual feedback from you guys. I'm going to ask you guys a question right now. What are some things that you want from the show this season? Player interviews, I can do. Trying to work on coaches. What do you want during the show that you guys will tune in every single time? I want honest feedback. I want to hear what you guys are thinking because it helps me improve to be better for you guys, also to get things going. But I'm going to run through both of these guys again because we do have 175 people. I want to make sure that they get the information that they're looking for. So shout out to them coming to the chat right now. What is it? I want to start getting, thousands of people in here. What does it take? What do you guys want to see from this show? Question for you. Put it in the live chat and I'll read them after this. Let's see, but let's go into both of the guys again. So why are they on the market? Both of them want to get paid. Both their teams aren't paying him, and they're not happy in the situation. I would trade Khalil Herbert in a 3rd-round pick for both of them because Herbert's on the last year of his contract. Both teams could use a running back. Jets less, Patriots more. Only $1 million. He's one of our better players. He's one of the league's better players. We're trading per player, and then we're giving them both a 3rd-round pick back. Let's go into Matthew Judon real quick. This is like the elevator pitch of going through these guys. 31 years old, 8 years in the league, played for the Ravens and Patriots, 4-time Pro Bowler, 15.5 sacks in 2022, was hurt last year, didn't get paid. Tried getting paid in 2022 after 15.5 sacks. Didn't. He's frustrated with Jared Mayo. Overall, just not a good situation over in New England for him. He wants out. And the Patriots are actively listening to calls for him too. But guarantee you Ryan Poles doing his homework right now. He's could be watching. Poles, Herbert in the 3rd. Please. Please and thank you. Let's go into Hasson Reddick real quick. 29 years old, 2-time Pro Bowler, last 4 seasons in a row. He's had double-digit sacks, 20-plus quarterback hits. Solid player. Really solid player. He's really good at getting after the quarterback. Judon fits better in our defensive scheme right now, but at the end of the day, this guy is younger. He's got energy. He can play well, and he's also played for Eric Washington before. So it could work out really well. But that's both the players. And, again, I'm sending Herbert in a 3rd. I think that's fair. I've seen some Herbert in a 4th. I've seen Herbert, Velus-Jones in a 5th. I like these options that you guys are putting out there. So really, really good stuff. Throw your thoughts in the comment section. Wow, we got some feedback. Okay. Trending week-to-week players. Okay, I can do that. I can start adding that to the live stream because I want to make it live stream. I want to start making this like a news network for you guys. So you're like, bam, this time Nick's going on. He's going to talk about the Bears for this moment and so on and so forth. So I want that for you guys. Okay. I heard nothing but positivity about Caleb Williams and Chicago Bears. Love it. Need a co-host, but you need someone to play off of. Yeah, Ron, I will say this. We had Tony for a long time, and Tony's life got busy. So it's hard to find a co-host sometimes. I like bringing on special guests. I would love to play off other people. I'm playing off you guys right now, and I love doing that. But yeah, I can look into getting a co-host. Definitely the Bears community. I invite a lot of other people to come on the show all the time, by the way. So we'll start working on that. Thanks, Ron. I appreciate that feedback. Honestly, good vibes more than anything. And Nick, I hope I'm bringing that all the time, brother. That's what I'm trying to do over here. Giveaways. Yep. That's what I'm doing. I give away a lot of stuff for you guys. So appreciate that. Caleb highlights. So just so you guys know, my last Caleb highlights video got flagged because the NFL has an AI bot that goes around YouTube now and looks for highlights. So it's going to be really hard to get highlights in this unless I'm at the game and take it myself. So I can absolutely do that for you guys. I can go over everything for you guys. But yes, Caleb highlights every single week. That's a given. He's the number one topic right now. I want to see both sides of the coin, negative and positive. Okay, Mike, I can do that too. So Nick wants good vibes, and I can look at both sides of things. Snacks, I can give away. I could give away tequila. I mean, if you guys are, guys, don't forget our sponsor. Today's sponsor is Authentic Tequila. So I can definitely be giving away some of that to you guys too. Just a funny thought out there for you guys. But let's see what else. Tory Taylor segment. How long was his hang time? I can absolutely do that for you. So shout out to the Chicago Bears for commenting that one. Coach interviews, working on that. That's a little bit harder because especially with Hard Knocks, but I will work on that for you guys. Polls on the show would be good. Okay, so how about this? Favor from you guys. There's an app called Bunches. If you join my Bunches channel and start going in there, they have a connection to Ryan Poles and Kevin Warren, and I'm working on that with them, and it's in my contract. The more people I get in there, they'll consider reaching out and getting them to come on the show. So I definitely would love to do that too. Just a good chat with Bears fans every day is nice. You add some fun. You could add some sound effects. Can't do the second one, Squeegee, but you almost had me there. Live stream during the games, talk smack okay. Yep. I can do that. So I am going to try that out. Week 1, that is going to be a thing. And I might try it out against the Chiefs. I'm supposed to go to a family barbecue. I might bring my gear with me. I don't want everyone running around in the background drunk, yelling into the camera. But I during week 1, there will be a live stream fully during the game. So you guys will be excited for that. Can you tell me when is drawing for the jersey? I'd appreciate it. It'd be this Friday, Jeffrey. So stay tuned for that. If you see Tony, tell him I miss him. I can do that, Ron. Absolutely. I can handle the negative. Okay, let's see. Current and past players along with coaches. We got Eric Kramer coming on in a couple weeks, guys. We got Keith Van Horn coming on, Kevin Butler, Devin Aroma should do. We got a lot of guys coming on over the next couple of weeks, and these guys are actually watching now. So what the hell is bunches? It's in the App Store, Mike. I'll tweet about it later so people can go check it out. But yeah, guys, I mean, shoot, another hour live stream today and over 150 people almost the entire time. So shout out to you guys. Let's give it one more look. If we hit 150, if we hit 17,000 during the live stream. Nope, we're not. We're still 3 away, but I got to get running, guys. So if you're watching this after, would really appreciate it. I will be doing a live stream after Hard Knocks tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune into that. But thank you to everyone who's been consistently turning in and making these live streams bigger and bigger. Please hit that like button. It helps it out tremendously, along with subscribing to the channel. Let's hit 17,000 before the day's over. With that, thank you as always for this episode. Just another Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, bear down, baby.